Tim and Tony podcast brings you
the Mild Manner Movie Review with your host, Tim.
and Tony. On this week's episode, we will be talking about planes, trains, and automobiles.
Along with everything else happening in the geek world.
Are you not entertained?
But tonight, we dine in hell!
Great Scott!
You play ball like a girl!
We're on a mission from God.
If life finds a way.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
I want to play GoldenEye now. All right, how was your past week?
It was good. I haven't. I've been mostly working on the studio. Yeah, getting it arranged and cleaned and assorted.
Next week we're at your place.
Think so, yeah.
Because that would be December. Or 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 episodes from now.
Yeah.
But next week.
Yeah,
I watched the Ballad of
I've
Buster
heard nothing
Scruggs.
but good things about it.
It's very different than what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, yeah?
From what the trailer... because it's like 6, I think, distinct storylines, and like they do one at a time too, so it's not like going back and forth or anything. So you get like it could have been a mini series easily.
Oh, okay, and they just threw it all into one.
Yeah, but it's good though. It's some of them are funnier than others, but like some are, I don't know, they're good though.
Yeah,
all the acting's great.
They're all good.
Yeah. And then I started the show Get Shorty with Chris O'Dowd and Ray Romano.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I guess it's an Epix show.
Oh, Epic show?
Yes. But it's good so far. Very different than... They just took, like, the premise of the movie, where it was, like, gangster wants to go into Hollywood. And that's all. Like, they didn't use anything else.
That's all you need.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump right into our first segment.
Clark Kent's just a mild-mannered reporter.
He doesn't want to be famous, and I'll make him infamous.
General,
Haven't you ever heard of freedom of the press?
I'm not a cop. I'm a reporter.
Gossip, rumors, panic in the streets. We're lucky.
Vicky Vale. I'm intrigued by Alex's giant bat story, so I...
the Batman.
Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
It is not. I resent that. Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel.
The police won't help. The press has to do the right thing.
You serious?
It's my favorite one. First up on the docket, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. renewed for Season 7, and it will come out summer of 2019. So we're going to get, like, I think because this one's shorter, right? Season 6.
Yeah, this Season 6 is short.
Yeah, they're going to finish that one up and then go right into the next one.
It's funny because 6 hasn't even aired yet.
Yeah. and was it Season 5 almost didn't happen. So,
right.
Which is what, Season 4 was the 3 different ones?
Season 4 was the module ones.
Yeah, and then the last one was the future, and then they went
where
back.
they thought it would be the last.
Yeah.
They almost set it up for like being the last.
The last they did. The last couple have been set up.
Because that's what they said is like, oh, we filmed for if it's gonna continue or if it's gonna end.
Yeah.
And I think we got the end one.
We also got our first look at Quake in her new look for Season 6
with the purple streaks.
Yeah, purple. Well, isn't that what she looks like in the Marvel Rising show?
Yeah, in the show. And then we also got a little swapping going on. Some Marvel and DC actors switch roles in some fan art
for Boss Logic.
Yeah.
They do a ton of stuff, but I liked all these.
These are all awesome. Cool, yeah. So they basically just switched the Justice League and the Avengers.
Yes. We got Chris Hemsworth as Aquaman, Jason Momoa as Thor.
Which some of them work better than others. Sure.
There's some later on.
Somewhere it's like,
it was just like, okay, yeah.
But then it's like I could see it, but some of them are like perfect.
Yeah.
Then we got Chadwick Boseman as Cyborg and
Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher as Black Panther.
I liked his Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like you could, yeah. Cyborg was just okay. I mean, there's not much you can change.
Yeah,
with
that's
it,
because half of you was a robot. So
yeah,
that's a tough sell.
Yeah, then we had
I didn't see
Ezra Miller as Spider-Man and Tom Holland as the Flash. See, like that one's like okay, yeah.
I didn't see these last two.
These last.
And then we got Chris Evans as Superman and Henry Cavill as Captain America.
These were good.
This is a good one, yeah. I mean, you could put either of those two in anything.
Mm-hmm. Next up is Ben Affleck as Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr. as Batman. That was a good one. I thought that would be interesting.
That's like a natural, like, oh, they're the same person.
Yes.
So. And then we got, who is this?
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto as Loki and Tom Hiddleston as Joker.
That would be a good one. Good switch.
Another one I haven't seen.
Yeah, this was the newest one.
This one I saw was like the first one I saw.
Gal Gadot as wow, I'm blanking.
Black Widow.
Black Widow. I was gonna say Scarlet.
Gal Gadot as Scarlett Johansson
as Black Widow, and then Scarlett Johansson as Wonder Woman.
This is a good one.
Yeah. And that's it.
That'll be it. Next.
Jodie Whittaker and showrunner Chris Chibnall. Sure. Maybe leaving Doctor Who in 2019, and they just started. Though.
This is her first run.
I don't watch.
I don't follow Doctor Who.
Like, I feel like they usually go a couple years at least.
They do, and it's because from what I've read, it's from like background stuff where their
showrunner wants to leave, and if he does, she's out.
She's out.
Yeah,
because of like they're not letting him do like what he wants to do.
Yeah, and she's got the highest ratings.
I was just saying everyone's really enjoying her.
Yeah.
Her role. And then we also Titans reveals the first looks at Connor Leslie as Donna Troy. So this will be the first live action Donna Troy, I believe.
Yeah, we don't get her as Wonder Girl though.
No, but
you can see like she's investigating and doing stuff, but
getting there.
Yeah. Next up, Hugh Jackman done with Logan or Wolverine, but he is up for playing another superhero down the road. So we went from saying if Disney or if they all connected, he'd play him again. And then he's like, wait, no, it might actually happen.
Oh, wait, this is possible. I'll play somebody else.
Yeah.
And then Tim Allen reveals that Keanu Reeves is going to be in Toy Story 4. I had not heard this.
I guess he's like a more darker character.
Oh, really?
Like like the character.
Well, darker for Toy Story.
Yeah. And I guess they said he's kind of like Buzz Lightyear, I think, in the interview.
Okay.
Like he reminds him of Buzz Lightyear a little bit. Yeah, like when he was the Space Ranger, though. When he thought he was a Space Ranger.
Okay, that'll be cool. That'll be interesting to see.
The new people they got for that is pretty good, though. Yeah. Tony Hale as Forky, and then Key and Peele as the Carnival toys. Next up, we got our first look at Mila Jovovich in Monster Hunter movie adaptation, which I didn't know was coming out, but they've been like filming it for a while.
Right, I didn't know. Is it coming soon?
I don't know when it seems like they've been filming it for a while.
Wow.
So
a lot of people like the game, so I mean, I guess.
And I've seen a little bit of the game, but that guy looks like the guy. It's Tony Jaa from. He was in like Triple X, and he was in one of the Fast and Furious movies.
So, like another action guy.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
Speaking of, Vin Diesel's Triple X 4 cast Green Hornet actor Jay Cho.
Which was like, I guess, the one redeeming part of the Green Hornet movie for most people.
What, an elevator chopping a car in half didn't do it for you?
No.
Isn't on everyone's list of good things?
Yeah, those Triple X movies are ridiculous, but like as long as you get a bunch of action people in it,
then it's good.
And then last up, Birds of Prey movie reveals its full official title, Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. And I guess like they confirmed that this cover, yeah, it wasn't her just messing around writing it. It was, yeah.
See, that's what I thought originally. I'm like, oh, okay. But
yeah,
it's
they
cool
confirmed that's what it's going to be called. Yeah,
that's cool. It's a good way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now it looks like it's time to talk about some new trailers.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
First up, the Aquaman got a final trailer.
Got a little more of like Atlantis.
Yeah, I'd say each trailer has gotten.
It seems a lot of the same stuff, but they throw in a few little things.
A few more extra stuff, and it seems like a lot more people are getting more excited about it as all the trailers come out.
Like we get like where you first learn to swim, like really swim, like they even say, and then like how he like wanted to meet his brother, and then like he's like, but then my brother's a psychopath or something like that. Yeah, so that
should be good.
I can't wait for that one.
Couple weeks, really.
Yeah, and then we got some more Elseworld trailers during the Arrowverse shows. We got the Supergirl one where she's locked up and in like the pipeline too. It looks like.
Yeah, that's right.
And Alex is like locking her up too. And then we got the Batwoman one with Barry. Like, it's a urban legend or whatever. It's like, that's not Batman. Yeah, that was good.
We also got a Lego Movie 2 trailer number 2.
This looks good.
This looks hilarious.
Like the Mad Max version of all the Legos.
It's like the movie poster is, what was it, the Empire poster?
Is it?
It looks. I mean, it's the triangle with everyone. It's basically that.
I did like the new characters like Rex something, but it's just Chris Pratt again, and he's like, "I'm a raptor trainer," and then they both. Why are we laughing? I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't understand
that. Then we got our first trailer for Once Upon a Deadpool with Fred Savage. That was great. Why am I here? And isn't he tied up too?
He's like taped to the bed or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be real hard. Yeah, he pulls the blankets off and he's all taped.
That's gonna be. It's gonna be a funny, even though it's like PG-13. I'm sure they're gonna.
And we're gonna see some new scenes too, probably because they gotta fill in.
Yeah, they have to fill some stuff. We also got a Holmes and Watson trailer.
Yeah, during Thanksgiving football.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one, I can't wait.
That's gonna be. It's basically Step Brothers. But
yeah, I still love what'd you do with Holmes? He's like, I've been here the whole time. Oh. And then a big one we got was the Lion King
I didn't even
teaser.
expect. I was watching the game and it's like, oh wait, what is this?
It's like a shot-for-shot trailer.
It's
exactly like Aladdin too. Like they did the exact same thing. Gave us just a shot-for-shot remake.
Oh, James Earl Jones back.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was going to be back.
Yeah, this cast, the voice cast is crazy.
Yeah, Donald Glover is the older Simba.
He's the older Simba, yeah. Beyonce is Nala.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then John Oliver that's when we were messed up that one time.
I've seen a lot of memes about this one. It's like, I was already devastated when I saw Mufasa die in the first one. Now I have to watch it all over again in HD.
HD. Oh, that's good.
And then last up, Future Man got a season 2 trailer.
Yeah, this was like more of a teaser. They don't show much of what's going on in the plot, but it looks ridiculous.
Because this is the one that
is on Hulu. With Josh Hutcherson. Yeah, and the first season's great. I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Before it comes out.
But this season 2 looks great. Looks like they got some more money. Like Seth Rogen's gonna make an appearance. Yeah. Because he's one of the showrunners or creators, Seth Rogen, so he's gonna make an appearance. Yeah, it looks good though. Highly recommend watching that one.
Yeah, it's on my growing list. All right, looks like it's time for some TvT Trivia.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus!
I'm Batman.
I'm Wayne Brady Betts!
I am your father.
am the Clit Commander.
Yes, I'm Batman.
Come rich, biatch!
This week, the theme is planes, trains, and automobiles.
First question. No. What year
Question
did this car
one.
come out? I believe you're first.
Yes. Yes, my Who Am I? Which I actually have a ton of trivia.
I got 3 bonuses.
Or I can make, like... Okay, my number 1. Who am I? I started on TV and transitioned to movies as well.
I don't have the list of actors either, so that's going to be tough.
It makes it a little easier just because you have names.
Yeah. I want to guess a side character, but I'm not.
But do you?
You know what? I'm going to go with a cameo. Kevin Bacon.
Ooh.
Shot in the dark.
It's a good shot, but it's off. It's incorrect. Which also ridiculous cameo.
Yeah.
We'll get into that because that's on one of my list. My second point, I am mainly known for my younger roles.
My younger roles. I'm just going to guess the character they play.
Okay.
But now I got to think of somebody.
No, you got to think of That's fine.
How about the guy that picks him up?
Oh, Gus's
son, yeah.
That is incorrect. Another good guess, though. My third point. The world knows me from the original and reboot of one of my shows.
Original and reboot. You're going to say it and I'm going to be so angry. I just know it.
You probably will be, yeah.
How about the cop that pulls him over?
No, that is incorrect. I'll make up my fourth one. My best friend is Ben Savage. And I'm in Mrs. Doubtfire. And I play a kid in this movie.
I play a kid in this. The daughter?
That is incorrect. It would be the son, Matthew Lawrence. He plays from Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World.
Oh my god. Damn it. I know exactly what you're talking about now. I didn't even know that was Matthew Lawrence either. I know who you're talking about. The older, that's the kid? That's his son?
Yeah. He plays young little Neil.
Little Neil?
Not young Neil, that's
a good one. I wish I had the list.
Yeah, if you had the list, you would have gotten it, for sure.
All right. My first one. I am an actor, comedian, and musician.
I'm going to guess it. It's going to be wrong, but Steve Martin.
No, incorrect.
Yeah. I'm going to go for the obvious because...
Here we go. I have been in multiple DC Comics productions.
Is it the Taxi Driver?
The one with the crazy car?
Yeah, the crazy.
Incorrect.
Okay.
All right. I was a cast member of SNL.
Oh, really pushing for. Oh boy. The rental car lady.
Incorrect. All right, my last one. My final clue. I was also in Coneheads, Better Call Saul, and Spinal Tap. And recently, an episode of The Good Place.
What?
And Clue, if you didn't get that one. He was in the movie
I figured Clue. He. What?
What?
Trying to pick.
It's tough without a list.
It is. Because I'm like, there's really not that many people in this film. Is it? I'm gonna guess the cop that pulls him over.
That pulls him over. That is correct.
Oh, it
actually.
is?
Yes. Michael McKean. I didn't want to say his name because I figured that would give it away when I was guessing.
It's like, how do you know who the cop is? I have no idea who that is.
He in Coneheads, he was the one trying to bring him down. Oh,
okay, yeah.
And then Better Call Saul, I guess, is his brother. Clue. I can't remember what character he plays in Clue. But he was
Trooper. Okay,
he was like Perry White in Smallville. He's done a bunch of voices too for a bunch of DC stuff.
God, at this guy. Yeah, good place.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought one of us was gonna go with Ben Stein. Just
that would have been a good. Not my first John Hughes movie, or probably.
It's in there.
I've been in it.
Yeah, I've been in a couple. Okay, let's see. What is the train number that they get stuck on?
707. That might have been a plane one. That's my guess, though.
That is incorrect. It was 1013.
Why? Just you don't know. You just
I was watching the movie. I'm like, he's not gonna remember that.
No.
Sometimes that works for me.
All right. How many times was the F word used?
Oh, you suck. 20. No, that's too high. 16.
Ooh, close. 18.
18?
All in that one scene.
All in the one scene. Yep. Which took it from a PG movie to rated R?
PG-13.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I believe this is another one of those not fact check trivia questions. How many miles did they have left when the car was on fire? Left to Chicago.
102.
Okay, that's correct. That's
yeah.
Which also doesn't make sense because then it's like, oh, it's 3 hours to Chicago after that.
They get pulled over by a Wisconsin state trooper.
So there's really something funny going on.
All right, my next question. So like we said, this was going to be rated PG-13, but it was rated R. But it was rated PG in what country? And they kept the 18 F word scene in it.
Germany.
Incorrect. New Zealand.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Very.
Okay, I've got 3.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay. What was Dell's license plate of the car he rents?
I don't know.
Gotta watch the movie. Just gonna put a 0 right there.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Wolf was the taxi cab's license plate. What is it?
It was D5N378.
You suck so much. All right,
you would do the same thing.
I'm gonna start. What? At exactly this time in the movie.
Been planning it. Been planning it for years.
Been planning it for years. What movie was playing in the motel room that actually had not come out yet?
Die Hard 2. That's a future joke that no one will get.
Yes.
I'm realizing.
I'm now realizing next episode you will get that joke.
In the motel.
I can give you a hint too, but I don't know.
Yeah, I would need it.
It stars Kevin Bacon and has a John Candy cameo.
I guess it would be Footloose, but I don't know if the timing, and I don't know if John Candy was. Yeah, Footloose.
No, it was She's Having a Baby, and it actually came out the next year.
The next year?
Yeah.
All right, my second one. What Chicago stop were they at the end of the film?
Lake and Van Buren.
I'm gonna give you a half. It was LaSalle.
LaSalle. I know it was an L.
It's a very good guess.
All right. Neil's house is mistaken for the house in Home Alone, which is in Winnetka. Where is his house?
Wilmette? Glenview? I don't know. Neither.
Kenilworth.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
The house does look similar.
It does. We had to look it up while we were watching it. The Home Alone house is much bigger than.
Oh yeah, that's much bigger.
They built that inside of that house too. That set. Somewhere.
Oh really?
They did it again, or I guess Uncle Buck would be again, but
would be again.
Yeah.
All right. What book was John Candy reading?
The Canadian Mounted. Come on.
I'm like, that's a good one.
That's like one of my favorite things is he's reading that. My last one. All right, John Candy uses the same line in this movie as another, and the line is, "I know it's not pretty to look at, but it gets you where you want to go." It uses the first part again.
Yeah.
But not the where it gets you where.
Talking about the car.
Yeah.
With the cop, with the state trooper.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not pretty to look at.
Yeah, he uses it again in a different movie.
I don't think it was Uncle Buck, because we just watched that. Shot in the Dark, I'm going to say Blues Brothers.
Incorrect.
It was Uncle Buck?
No, it wasn't. You were wrong on both. It was Cool Runnings when he's talking about the bobsled.
Oh. Damn, that is a good one. Okay, do you have any more?
Nope, that was my last one.
Boy.
Oh, boy.
You got 2.5 points, and I got a half a point.
I got a half a point.
It's starting to look like you're going to win this outright. Based on all this.
Make a belt. Like a wrestling
that would
belt.
be cool.
But then we'd have to keep doing it.
Right, yeah, then we would have to keep up with it.
Okay, now that we're done with trivia, let's move on.
It's now time for the main event.
Let's get ready to rumble!
The moment you've all been waiting for.
Hold on to your butts.
Our review of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
And now for a short summary.
I just had it. A man must struggle to travel home for Thanksgiving with an obnoxious slob of a shower curtain ring salesman as his only companion.
Oddly specific. Believe you're first.
Yes. So my top five parts.
Which we talked about your number one already in Uncle Buck, right?
I had already put this on the list.
I know, it was the first thing on there.
The only thing on there. The John Candy I Like Me scene, and basically just the whole motel scene.
The whole motel scene, yeah.
But yeah,
that scene,
his like monologue scene.
I do, yeah, that is a good scene though. And like you feel so bad for him too, like after because Steve Martin's like screaming at him
for a while. Like they're going back and forth. I mean, he just keeps laying it on. My number 2 is the rental car scene. The scene we talked about earlier. That changed the rating of the film.
Oh, that whole scene, the 18 F bomb.
The 18 F bomb.
That is when he tells her to wipe that smile off your face.
You could
where's your receipt or whatever? It's like I threw it away.
Threw it away.
Then you're fucked.
It's funny because that whole like scene from her point of view, I've definitely experienced where it's like you're sitting there like, oh hey, how can I help you? And you could just see the person who's just
not happy,
so bad, and they just start screaming at you, and you're like, well, I can't help you because you're being an ass right now. My number 3 is that he can
Dell.
Dell can sell anything to anyone.
When
I
he
was like,
sells all the
selling all the rings,
shower curtain rings as earrings,
as jewelry. He's like, hey, I'm a jewel salesman.
Yeah,
and just sells it to everybody.
Makes you look like you could be 18 or 19.
And they give him money. Number 4 is like the flashbacks of memories that Steve Martin has. So like when he first went in the airport and it flashes back to like the cab. Where it's like,
you're talking just I'm talking like all of them. Okay, yeah. They see his face. Yeah,
he sees his face like through the cab. He's like, "Oh, it's you."
And then like the one where he's at the end where he's on the train. Yeah, and he's thinking about the whole trip.
And the whole trip.
Yeah.
And then when they're about to die in the car, and John Candy turns into a devil.
That
whole.
He's just laughing.
Number 5 is how the car like melted and it's still drivable. I put kind of like Tommy Boy, and it's like, I guess it's like a popular
never
theme
thought
in the movies,
of that. Yeah,
where it's like the car gets destroyed, but they still go and travel.
Still
with
driving in it.
Yeah.
Do you think this is safe to drive on the highway?
Yes, officer, I do.
Out of everything, the radio works perfectly fine.
Couldn't tell you why. And then my honorable mentions, the cameos in it. So Kevin Bacon, and then Ben Stein as the airport counter person. Yeah. Another one are all of Dell's anecdotes, like the little stories he tells.
None of them have any points.
And then the last one is like the Steve Martin's character's like the "don't see me" moment when they all get off the train. He's like looking around.
And he looks right at him.
He sees him, and then he turns around. He's like, "Oh, he saw me."
Yeah.
The moment of "don't see me, don't see me."
All right. My top 5. The first one's it's almost the whole time they're in the car. I would like to put that whole, as soon as they get in the car till it's on fire. Yeah. But I love them driving on the wrong side of the road, just like, how does he know where you were going? Must be drunk. Yeah. And then like the devil like popping up is my favorite part. And then what else? Oh yeah, and then them like sitting there and the car's on fire. Just their like they both one at a time look. Number 2 is the first night together in the hotel. But I love them in the morning cuddling. Yeah. Is great. And then like when he gets out of the shower, there's only like a hand towel for him. Number 3 goes to your flashback, but like the face that John Candy makes when he opens the door is just priceless. 4, getting pulled over in the burnt car, the whole
exchange.
Yeah, it's just great. And then they're getting towed. Number 5 is getting his jacket stuck while driving. Just and like he's got the one arm stuck and he's still swerving, and then he gets the second arm stuck. Oh no! What happened? We almost hit a deer. Okay.
Okay. Are you okay? It's getting hot in here.
You should take off your parka. Yeah. Then honorable mentions the happy ending of them walking together with the suitcase, and then the car rental, him yelling at her, and like him getting to the car and it's gone.
That moment of I'm then 2 more away, and it's like there's a car.
No car.
Wait. Where did it go?
He's got his tie wrapped around his head.
Yeah.
All right, a few problems.
Mine's more of like a time of the time it was filmed. But like now, if a train ever gets like stuck or breaks down, they're not going to let you off
in
and
the
say,
middle of a
"Hey,
field.
go walk a mile to the highway."
half.
Yeah, they're not going to say that.
Yeah.
I was on a train once that this is going to turn dark, but I think that hit somebody. So we had to stop. We were there for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Just stopped until they figured everything out, and then.
Yeah, they don't let you off.
No, yeah, they're like, no, you're stuck
here. I can't really think of anything.
Right, it's not like there's really no problems with
like the car still running.
Okay, that I can see is,
and the radio working.
There's no way that radio would be able.
No way that radio would work. Other than that, I mean, the cameos are perfect. Like pepper them in perfectly. Yeah, it's just good all around.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna do some favorite quotes. I'll start. This is like early on. He's talking to the attorney at the cab. He's like, "I don't have a good nature."
Anyone who would pay $50 would surely pay $75.
My number 2 is when they're with the crazy taxi, basically.
Yeah, what was his name again?
Doobies or something?
Something like that.
But he's like, where was he taking us? He's like, I know, but he's proud of his town. The damn rare thing these days.
We're taking the scenic route. He's like, it's the middle of the night.
I know. He's proud of his town, though.
Damn rare thing these days.
Number 3 is I had yours.
If you didn't put this, I was gonna say it anyway.
I was gonna say I had the whole thing, and then I saw yours. So this will be after. I'll save it for last then. Another quote. That's how Houdini died.
You can't sucker punch a guy in the gut. That's how Houdini died.
And then number 5 is when they're meeting Gus, the motel guy. I think it's the first guy.
The first motel,
the first one. And he goes, "Oh yeah, here's my friend Neil." It's like, "Oh, nice to meet you, Nick."
Yeah,
it's
and
like
he doesn't even. Yeah, it's very subtle.
No one notices it, but I was like, "Oh, that's
yeah,
that's a nice little."
Yeah, nice to meet you, Nick.
I'm sure there was another scene after that where he like mentioned it or flew up on him. And then my last one is after one of your quotes. He goes, "Yeah, you see that Bears game last week? Yeah, hell of a team. They're going all the way."
Oh, that was a question I thought you were going to ask is who did they actually play the week before, and they won? Like in real life, like if this was,
so that would have been
before
November,
Thanksgiving,
the week before Thanksgiving of
86, 87,
possibly a divisional team then.
Yeah.
So the no. You lit up a little bit. I'm going to say the Lions.
The Lions is correct. All right. So my quotes. This is when they're.
You even have a picture of the book.
Yeah. Had to get it in there.
That's perfect.
When they are driving down the wrong side of the road, and Neil rolls down the window. He says we're going the wrong way. He goes, "Oh, he's drunk. How would he know where we're going?" And they're both like, "Yeah,
you're right.
You're right. How would he know?" And then John Candy does like, "Oh yeah, glug glug glug." And then 2 is after the scene when the car's on fire, and I was gonna do the whole thing, but it was super long. But like,
yeah, that's
when he explains how he got the rental car with his credit card. He's like, "You stole it." He's like, No, I didn't." He's like, "Why would I put it there?" He's like, kindness. He like loses it. "You stole it." And then my last one is when they're cuddling the first night in the hotel, and he kisses his ear. "Del, why did you kiss my ear?" It's like, "Why are you holding my hand?" "Where's your other hand?" "Between 2 pillows." "Those aren't pillows." And then they do like the macho, like, and then the bears, goes into your bears.
Did you catch that bears?
Yeah.
A nice, funny little moment.
Yeah.
I like what you wrote. I didn't write anything
for recasting.
Yeah, because
you can't read.
No.
You can't. Yeah, but what I put is it's like they rebooted it with due date.
Yeah,
and changed the
very
reason.
Similar
yeah, very similar premise. They get kicked off. Well, they get kicked off a plane, not canceled or rerouted, but then they have to travel across the country to get home for the kid's birth instead of Thanksgiving.
Also, how is the closest? This might go into a problem. How's the closest airport to Chicago open is Kansas?
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing like. The storm must have hit the whole Midwest.
Okay, everything north of...
Yeah. Anything relatively close that got hit. Yeah. Yeah, but like, was it Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis? I guess could do it since they've done it already.
Since they have done it. Yeah, I can't really think of any pair. I mean, Chris Farley and David Spade.
Yeah, they do it in Tommy Boy pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of films have taken this, and I'm sure they took it from somebody else.
Oh, yeah, but a lot of films really go towards mentioning that.
All right, final thoughts?
None.
None.
It's a good movie for the holidays because it's kind of relevant. You know, it's everyone struggles with traveling. This is just an absurd way to show it.
Yeah, just I don't know, very quotable.
I think one of my that's what I was gonna look up. One of my favorite Steve Martin movies, even though he has a lot that I like.
Yeah, it's up there.
No,
we'll have to do one of his next soon.
Yeah, coming up.
Three Amigos we need to do.
We have to do that at some point. I will be happy with.
At some point. Yeah, I think we really touched everything. Really, it's not a super long movie.
No, it's a very quick watch
compared to
comparatively.
All right, so we're gonna rank John Hughes movies this week since we did John Candy for Uncle Buck.
Yes,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was true. Sandlot was
Uncle Buck.
How did I forget Sandlot?
Yep. All right,
Yeah, my top list. Number 1, Breakfast Club. That's probably one of my favorite. That is my favorite John Hughes movie. Not probably.
Probably, I'm ranking it right now.
Number 2, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Number 3, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And following in that, number 4, Uncle Buck. And I'm sure you're gonna hate me for this one because it's so low, but number 5, Christmas Vacation. I'll throw Vacation in there as well, but I know I've seen Christmas Vacation.
I know I've seen.
I know I own it.
I own it.
Number 6, Home Alone, which I'm sure other people will be like, "Oh, why is it so low?" It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm not indifferent, but it's
on this list.
On this list,
yeah.
On this list.
Yeah, because all these
Christmas
other ones.
movie list, it would probably be up a little higher.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I like your honorable mention. See, there was a few that I was questionable on throwing in.
Right.
This was one of them.
That's why I just did honorable mention.
Yeah.
But my honorable mention is Flubber.
Yeah, because there was a couple that he just wrote.
Right, and didn't have any.
Later in his career.
Right.
All right, my top 6. I do
7.
Yeah, it was an honorable mention.
8. Yeah.
My number 1, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't know. I like that one just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah. A little crazier, I think, than
Breakfast for sure.
Club.
Yeah.
But Breakfast Club is my number 2. I could watch that one all day.
Yeah. It's on a lot too.
It is on a lot. Then 3, Christmas Vacation / The Vacations. The ones that he wrote.
I was gonna say he didn't do the new one, right?
He didn't do. No, he wasn't characters by probably, but he wrote Vacation. I think he directed Christmas Vacation.
I think that's why I had it on my list because he directed that one.
But he definitely wrote that one too.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember if he did European or not, but that would be the only other one that he did.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Number 4 is Uncle Buck. I could watch that movie all day.
Yeah.
Every day. Number 5, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And then 6, Home Alone 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah. But 1 first. Yeah.
You have to watch this in order.
Yeah. And then honorable mentions The Great Outdoors. There's a few.
Yeah,
Flubber.
His other.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's so many other ones though that would make that, but these are this is my favorites.
Yeah, this almost universal list, I would say.
Yeah.
At least the top 3 for both of us probably.
Yeah, I'm sure people would throw Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles,
and
I don't think I'd put them up there.
For me, no. They're on probably top 10 list.
Yeah.
But top 5-ish, no.
Nope.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Not my cup of tea.
All right. Looks like that's been our show today. Hope you enjoyed it.
You can follow us on social media and our website, timandtonytalk.com. And remember, share this with your friends.
Make sure to join us later this week for Mild Manner Movie Review when we discuss Creed.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for listening. I'm Tim.
And I'm Tony. And we are the Dynamic Duo.
Good night.
What? Well, Tony made an inside joke about
Made a joke about
yeah. Guy asked him what movie was playing. He looked up and put Die Hard 2. And we both started laughing. He goes, no one's going to get